powers have no power. I want everybody to remember that the Mitzri was punished so because he started up with the Jewish people. Let's continue a revolution of respecting Yidden, of appreciating Yidden. I was called up by a Yid who's been learning on the chats for the last few weeks, a very special Yid, a Yid of Avram Miller, a wonderful person. He was talking that we should be mechazik greater efforts. He was saying that this virus is something that comes from very far. It's unseen and it passes person to person. And he was talking about Lashon Hara. It's the Torah calls Makiriyeyu B'Seiser, a hidden type of attack. And he said the opposite of Lashon Hara, that which puts down people and attacks person to person, is speaking good about people, is validating and valuing people. Rabbi Rothwax, who was zeicha to get a good shaykhis too, and who I believe is with us, Rabbi Rothwax spoke about yeshivas and spoke about the need to value each person. So I say to everybody in your bunker, on the second day of Pesach, the second days, when we saw the downfall of the Mitzri who oppressed Yidden, let's go the opposite and value Yidden. A massive campaign of Aramas Keren Yisrael, of appreciating Yidden and valuing Yidden. I want to share another verb in Yamaloi. We're going to hear a song from Dovid Edell in a second. I'm first unmuting Binyamin Lowy. Binyamin, unmute and say good yontif to everybody.
Good yontif, everybody.
You are awesome. 1 second, I'm making you the spotlight. Binyamin, how are you, Binyamin?
I'm good. Chazei Hashem.
You're an amazing person and you have an amazing family, Binyamin.
Thank you.
The amount your mishpacha, your mother Binyamin gives chizuk to hundreds and hundreds of people that she encourages and just gives amazing chizuk. It's no wonder that she has such amazing children. Continue to enjoy the second days, Binyamin. Enjoy.
Thank you. Yes, thank you.
Let's get Dovid. Dovid, you're unmuted.
Hey, Rabbi.
Let's get you in the middle. Dovid.
Is it clear, Rabbi?
Oh my gosh, is it clear? I have a feeling, even if it was choppy, your beautiful voice and your songs would like break through. You were Zoiche, Dovid. Everything, there's a reason for it. I don't take it. I don't care. Publicity doesn't mean a lot. And just in general, the fact that, the song went viral, that's not the key. Hundreds of thousands of Yidden were encouraged by your song, Tati, My King. Hundreds of thousands of people. If I can share a story with everybody, my kids and I, listen to this mice, everybody. My kids and I went to Eretz Yisrael for Zisha's Bar Mitzvah. We went with my wife and family. We went to Zisha's Bar Mitzvah for a few days. And my wife wanted us with the kids to go before the Bar Mitzvah for an hour. We went swimming in the Yam. And we went in the Yam. I brought my boys to the Yam and we went swimming for an hour. And there was 5 teenagers on the beach there. And when we walked into the sea, they were listening to other songs, not from Yiddish authors. And then the song came on. And all 5 of them started singing, don't ever let go of me. He ever let. And they started singing it. So I thought they were hacking around. They were messing around with us. So I sent Maishi there, my son Maish, to check it out. They didn't know who we were. They had no idea. And they were singing Tati, My King. And they were all 5 singing loudly. And the schus that Dovid has, hundreds of thousands of Yidden were inspired. Don't ever let go of me. And I hold, what was the pshadi as such a schus? Tremendous schus to write a song that lifted up the Jewish people and inspired us to care and think about our connection to Hashem. I think the schus is because he's such a sincere, growing person. And part of a chabur of sincere growing people. And that a song that inspired so many, it's not a kleinigkeit. We're not worried about going viral. That's worth nothing. We're talking about inspiring and elevating Yidden So I thank Dovid for his sincerity, for being such an ernst person. Everybody knows his kindness and care for the next person. So Dovid, thank you for all your music. That's elevated and inspired us. Thank you, Dovid.
Thank you so much, Rabbi. Thank you.
Do you want to do a song for us, Doves?
Yeah, we're gonna do the new one. I don't think anybody heard.
Remember, this is the first time I believe the song is heard. Wow. Awesome. Awesome.
Thank you, Rabbi. Thank you so much.
David, you hear me? Good, 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 good. I'm sorry. David, you're unmuted. Unmute, David. Thank you, David.
Thank you so much, Rabbi.
We need to hear more of you. You'll do after. We'll hear from Nehemiah. I'm going to share another verse, and then you'll do another song, Doves.
Sure, for sure.
Thank you a million. Thank you, Nehemiah. Unmute, Nehemiah. You have to unmute. Nehemiah, unmute. You have to unmute. Now, Nehemiah, talk.
I'm unmuted.
Excellent. We always want you.
This is crazy. Does Rebbe hear me? Rebbe's muted.
Now I'm unmuted.
Yeah, Baruch Hashem.
Can you share something with us, Nehemiah?
Yeah, I feel like doing Rebbe's favorite song.
Okay, do my favorite song. Let's go.
Ve'atem, ve'atem, tiuli, tiuli, mamlachas, kayanim, tiuli, tiuli, mamlachas, kayanim, bigai, kadosh, ve'atem, tiuli, mamlachas, kayanim, bigai, kadosh, mamlachas, kayanim, bigai, kadosh, ve'atem, tiuli, mamlachas, kayanim, bigai, kadosh.
Excellent. Excellent.
So much, Rebbe.
Excellent. Thank you, Nehemiah. Thank you. That was excellent, Nehemiah. Thank you. I want to share another verse with the Olam, but first let's hear something again from Dovid. Dovid Edell.
Hey, Rabbi.
I think if you go closer to the mic, when you were closer, it was better. We were able to hear
It was better? Like this? This better?
Yes, much.
Okay. I'm trying to think of a song to do.
Feet in the water. We want to hear Feet in the Water.
Water.
Unless you wanted to do a different one.
No, I just have to see if I know it on piano. I think I can figure it out.
Good, let's go.
I've been thinking so much. Feel the smoke in my lungs. When will I stop and see what surrounds me? Oh, my heart has been blind to the gorgeous city lights. When will I stop and see what surrounds me? Oh, gotta keep running, running away. No, not let it catch me. All those monsters inside that come out just to haunt me. Gotta pick up the pace and be free. So with my feet in the water, I'm starting to feel it. Yeah, feet in the water, start to believe it. Yeah, life is so short, breathe in every second, just breathe. And God is so good to you and to me, even though it may seem so hard to see. But yeah, life is so short, breathe in every second, just breathe. I've been thinking so much.
Thank you so much, David. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Rabbi.
Gorgeous, gorgeous. Thank you, David. Thank you. We'll get to Shlomo. I think he could sing while he's driving. We'll get to Shlomo in a minute. I want to share one more vert with the Olam before we get ready for Yantiv. If I can share one more vert with the Chevra. We say in Az Yashir, Moshe. Then Moshe, Az Yashir Moshe Bnei Yisrael, we say, and then they will sing. And Rashi's bothered by the Kasha. We see the Egyptians being punished, drowning at the sea, Vigi. So it should say, Az Shur, then they sang. The word Yashir as exalts means then they will sing. Az Yashir, then they will sing, not they will sing, Rebbe Ephraim Shlita. Az Yashir, they sang. Let's get Rebbe Ephraim to say good morning to everybody. I'm unmuting you, Rebbe Ephraim. Atazai. Let's get Rebbe Ephraim to wish everybody good Yantiv. Atazai. Yankiv.
I have your favorite Yaakov's here.
Excellent, excellent. Great to see you. Hello, Yaakov. Thank you for being here. So the question, Rabbi Say, is why does it say Az Yashir? Why does it say then they will sing? They sang. We see Kriyas Yamsuf. We pass through safely. The Mitzrayim then drown. And Az Shur, then they sang. Why does it say they will sing? So Rashi says Pshat. You can look at Rashi. Rashi says Az Yashir Allah b'machshavtam. They decided to sing. It means then they will sing. They made a decision to sing. You need to work on the Rashi because anytime you do something, you obviously decided to do it. So why does it need to speak about the decision to sing? Speak about them singing. That is something you can work on the second days. I want to share a different pshat. Why it says then they will sing. Why doesn't it say they sang? And I want to share something, Avi, that's important to me. Avi Lachman, I love you, a good mayed. If I can share something with the Olam, why it says they will sing, not they sang. And perhaps the pshat is, Rabbi say, as follows. When the Jewish people, for many, many years, we were sitting in Mitzrayim, and we were going through difficult times. And then Hashem shows his mighty hand and punishes the Mitzrayim and celebrates and gives richness and gives success to the Yidden. We pass through the Yam Suf safely. Every Jew passed through. Every Jew was recognized, was shown love by Hashem. And then our tormentors were punished. So I want to explain what a Yid chapped. A Yid didn't say, oh, Hashem joined me now. I want you to hear, David, when the Mitzri was punished, do you know, depending how bad the Mitzri was, depended how much he was tortured in the Yam. A Mitzri who was very, very bad to us was tormented much harsher in the Yam Suf. And Hashem showed that the whole time I was looking at you. The lesson of Kriyas Yam Suf was not to the sophisticated person that Hashem stepped in my life now. The lesson was I always was looking. I always was there. And the more a Mitzri tormented us, the worse punishment he got because I was looking. When a Yid experiences a miracle, you have the unsophisticated Yid and the sophisticated Yid. The unsophisticated Yid thinks that Hashem stepped in right now. Whoa, oh God, you're here. A sophisticated Yid understands Hashem was looking the whole time. I want to tell you a Maisa. Ray Oberlander's not on right now, but I'm going to tell you a nace. 1 year, but I want you to hear this, Rabbi. Sainachi, listen to this story, but I want to give the sophisticated shot in the story, Vendicats. Years ago, we wanted to do a trip with the Mesivta. I believe the guys needed to go somewhere, and I raised money. Right, Oberlander and myself raised about $13,000 to send the guys somewhere on a trip, to encourage them. We wanted them closer to Hashem. We felt they needed this trip, and we raised $13,000 for the guys to go on a trip. Ray Oberlander had the checks, he had the money, and I asked him if he can deposit it in our account. We had a Mesivta account. Please deposit this $13,000 in our account. Ray Oberlander drove to Webster Bank one night to deposit the $13,000 in the account. Comes the next morning, the yeshiva calls me. The yeshiva had a situation with the bank, and all the money from our account was taken. We had $0 left. The bank took all the money from all the yeshiva's accounts, and we had $0 left. So I called Ray Oberlander. I said, what are we going to do about our trip that the Bachrim need? The $13,000 we raised, it's gone. Baruch Hashem, nobody should be nervous giving to the yeshiva. It never happened before and never happened again. This is many years ago. So I asked Ray Oberlander, what are we going to do about the trip? We're done. The money's taken. How are we going to take the guys where they need to go? Ray Oberlander tells me, you're not going to believe it. I went to the bank to deposit the $13,000, and he got a phone call from his father. And in the parking lot of the bank, Rabbi Oberlander, who's from the most responsible people I know in the world, he's on the phone with his father in the parking lot bank. And he got distracted. He's talking to his father. He drove home, and he forgot to deposit the money in the bank. Now, a klutz like me, this happens, klutzy things all the time. Ray Oberlander's Mr. Responsible. He doesn't drive to a bank and not remember why he drove to the bank and not do what he came for. But he didn't put in the money. We had all the money. After we put the money in the bank and we did the trip, we had the $13,000, not a dollar was touched. We've had many, 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 many hundreds of miracles. We've seen, you always see miracles in your life when you're dealing with a rabbin, and especially a rabbin like you, a beautiful B'nai Torah. We've seen many, many more miracles. I don't like saying all of them for different reasons, but we've seen many, many, many miracles. And Rabbi say, I want to tell you, the unsophisticated approach, Dovid Levinger, is to say, whoa, Hashem, you peeked in. That's late Sunnis, my friends. What Hashem is saying is I was watching the whole time. Hashem is usually quiet. Every once in a while he coughs. He clears his throat. He gives a kiss more accurately. Once in a while he leans in and kisses you right on your cheek. And he's saying, I'm here the whole time. When you were struggling, when you were successful, I'm thinking about you and with you the whole time. Once in a while, I lean over and I can't resist to give you a hug and a kiss. But I'm there and thinking the whole time. That is what Hashem is saying, and that's the emes. I want you to hear this, Viggy. A good husband goes out on a business trip. A good husband goes on a trip and he buys his wife a gift. What is he saying to his wife? Oh, I got you a gift. So let's say he brings a nice vase or a certain piece of cake she likes or a certain chocolate. A dumb person thinks he got her a chocolate bar. Oh, it's so cute. That's childish, my friends. He is not saying, oh, I love you, so here's a chocolate bar. What he's saying to his wife, and this should be the truth, a guy goes on a trip and brings his kids back, some cute item. What is he saying to his kids? You go on a trip and you bring your daughter back nail polish. What are you saying? I love you, here is nail polish. You're saying something much deeper, and it should, if it's true, the wife and kids will know it. What you're saying to your wife is you're always on my mind. I think about you always. Yes, I may be on a business trip, but I was thinking. So I went to a store and I had to get you something because you were with me. I wasn't Messiah Das from you. When you come back from a trip and you buy your kids something, you're expressing something. That even though sometimes I have to go on a business trip, that's for you, because I want to earn money for you. But I don't stop thinking about you. When a man is shopping, and he passes a bakery and he brings back a knish or a kike, he brings a can of kike for his wife. He's saying to her, what, I love you, so here's kike. He's saying that when I'm walking the streets, I'm thinking about you. And when I pass your favorite knish, I buy it because you're on my mind. Always. That's the sophisticated message he's communicating. When Hashem makes a miracle, he is not saying, oh, I'm checking in on you. It's not a phone call from somebody who never calls you and is checking in. I miss the guys like crazy when in Eretz Yisrael. If I'll speak to a Bacher, I'll speak to Tzvieli. It's not like, oh, you entered my mind now and let me call you. I'm trying to say that I always think about you. I want your success. I hear what you're doing there and I stand in admiration. I'm inspired by your steiging, by your gadlus b'Torah, by your midas tovos. The close friends, what you're saying and trying to communicate, we can't always speak. But I'm thinking you take up place on my mind. The miracle, when Hashem performs a miracle, Hashem's telling us the emes, that I'm with you always. I'm just very quiet for different reasons, because you would have no tests if I was louder. So I'm quiet. but every once in a while I lean in and give a kiss to say my love for you. That's always. That is what Hashem is doing when he makes miracles. The story of Kriyas Yamsuf is the Yidden got it. We got it. It doesn't say then they sang. Az Yashir, then they'll always sing. Az Yashir Moshe, it doesn't say then they sang. Then they always will sing. The Jewish people chapped Hashem's love of us. We're going to be more sensitive and more attuned. When you gave us such a big kiss and showed us so clearly that you've been watching the whole time, we're more committed to noticing your presence. So our response to the great miracle was not just to sing, it's to always sing. So Rabbi say, let's be mechazik, noticing Hashem's presence in our life. We didn't just sing in the past, we always will sing. We'll notice you in our lives and celebrate and appreciate you in our lives. That's us Yashir Moshe. Then they didn't sing, they committed to sing. Thank you, Rabbi Kiva, for appreciating the word. I appreciate it a lot also. Us Yashir, then they will always sing to Hashem. Thank you, Rabbi Ezi, for showing the psukim. Is the Ezi, I'm unmuting you. What are you showing us, Rabbi Ezi? Rabbi Ezi? Unmute, Rabbi Ezi. Unmute. Now you're unmuted. What are you showing us, Rabbi Ezi?
Micha Moicha Ba'elim Bashem. He's very, Rebbe was mentioning how he's usually very quiet, but gives the ahem. Micha Moicha Ba'elim Hashem, Micha Moicha Ba'elmim.
Thank you, Rabbi Ezi. Thank you. Rabbi Ezi said in Az Yashir itself, we say Micha Moicha Ba'elmim Hashem. It's really the literal meaning is who is as strong as you, Hashem. But the Chazal teach us it means who is as silent as Hashem. Hashem is typically very quiet. He's with us and loves us, but very, very quiet. I want to share something personal with the Chevra. Ari Rosen, I need you to hear this. We're Zeicha. We have with us an old friend. I want you to introduce yourself. Atazai Tzvi. How are you, Tzvi? Thank you for being here. Let me unmute Tzvi. Tzvi, let me unmute you and say shalom to the Olam.
Is it unmuted?
You're unmuted. Shalom Aleichem. Guten Morgen, Tzvi. I want to share something with you, Tzvi, that I want you to hear. I want the whole Chevra to hear this. As follows, Rabbi say. Somebody once asked, Viggy, somebody asked, a Yid in Eretz Yisrael asked that why don't we speak about Gehenna more in Yeshiva, about Einshim. There are certainly punishments for not being loyal to Hashem. So Binyamin Lowe, a Yid in Eretz Yisrael, said, I don't understand the Yeshiva of Waterbury. He said, I see the product, they're amazing, but I don't get the school, they don't speak about Einshim enough. I want to explain it, Binyamin. The Einish, when we speak, if I would talk about Gehenna in Yeshiva, it would be pretend. The Einish of Gehenna, were you ever in love with somebody? Crazy close. And then you had some sechsuch, some little disagreement, and you weren't talking for a few hours. Did anybody ever had that experience? Somebody you're crazy over, who's the most important person in the world in your life, who you gain chizuk from, who you plan on being friends with for eternity. And for an hour, you have some tension. It's very, very painful. That's Gehenna, my friends. Gehenna means Hashem who's crazy over us. Hashem who loves us. Hashem who's there for us, who wants our goodness. Gehenna is some richuk, some distance from Hashem. You can't teach Gehenna till you learn how much Hashem loves us, until you understand Hashem's tremendous ava for us. I would be lying to guys if I would describe Gehenna before 15 years maybe of learning in yeshiva. Before a Bacher understood Hashem's love of us and in turn reciprocates a love back to Hashem and feels and experiences Hashem's love of us, he's not shaykh. You can teach or pretend. You can have like a haunted house. Rah! That's not Gehenim. Gehenim is somebody who loves you like crazy and there's a richuk from Hashem. On this Chag, Rabbi say, these second days of Pesach, when Hashem displayed tremendous love of us, the goal wasn't just to sing then, it's to always sing. Az Yashir Moshe, to always sing to Hashem. I'm going to ask, I can't speak about singing and not have Shlomo sing. I'm going to see if I can find Shlomo Ghoori. Oh, I found him. Shlomo, you're unmuted.
You're in your car, Shlomo? You could sing in your car?
You're unmuted.
It's me and Chaim with this. There it is. Chaim's in the front, but I don't know if he'll be able to see it.
Shlomo. Shlomo?
Yes, my phone.
Okay, Shlomo, you're unmuted.
Okay, awesome. What should we sing?
Thank you. Where are you, Shlomo? I need to see you.
Do you see me?
1 second. Talk. I see you. Perfect, Shlomo. Thank you, Shlomo. Who's driving, Shlomo?
Chaimito.
So you'll sing with Chaim. Are you driving or he's driving?
He's driving.
Does he mind? Would he sing while he's driving? But he should look at the road carefully.
Okay, perfect. He'll do harmony while focusing on the road.
Would you be annoyed with me if I asked you to sing Kirvas Elikim Taiv?
I wouldn't.
Yossi Greenspan, you don't mind? Avi Lachman, you ask him to that? Take it away, Shlomo.
Okay, awesome. Kirvas Elikim, Kirvas Elikim, Vani Kirvas Elikim, Kirvas Elikim, Litai, Vani Kirvas Elikim, Kirvas Elikim, Litai. Ina na na ina na 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 na. Ina na na ina na 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 na. Ivani Kirvas Elikim, Litai, Litai. Na 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 ina na 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 na. Ina na na ina na 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 na. Ivani Kirvas Elikim, Litai, Litai.
Wow, gorgeous.
Thank you. Thank you,
At
Rabbi.
first, Shlomo, it was like at first it was a little choppy. Then your gorgeous voice, it looked like broke through all our computers. And it got
Thank you.
and clear.
Awesome. I was nervous that it was choppy because I saw something right now.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Rabbi.
We'll do another. I want to share one more thought. Maybe we'll go back to a song. But Dovid Edell, Traub, say hello to the Chevra, Dovid Edell. You're unmuted. Dovid Edell.
I'm here with Dovi.
Say hello to the Chevra.
Good yontif, everybody. I good night.
Thank you. Rabbi say, to end with one more thought, I really thank Nachum. This was an impromptu. This wasn't planned. Nachum Wolf, that beautiful Yid, has a tremendous love of the Chevra and wants Yidden to come together and learn. I thank Nachum Wolf for putting this together. I'm going to unmute Nachum so you can wish a good yantiv to the Chevra. Nachum, you're unmuted.
Thank you, Rabbi. Thank you. Manny was supposed to give Shir, and then he backed out.
Yeah, you're always rounding us together. Thank you, Nachum.
Thank you, Rabbi.
For Nachum, this is a tiny crowd. Nachum draws over 1,000 usually. We're a small crowd, but this is an awesome crowd. So thank you. I'm going to mute Avi Lachman, the leader of the Chevra, just to say hello to everybody. Avi, wish everybody good yantiv. Avi, you're unmuted. We can't hear for some reason. Try again. Oh. Let's get Rabbi Kiva. Wish everybody, Rabbi Kiva.
I'm very upset about Manny. I'm making a petition. I need Manny to speak. I want him so badly.
After Pesach, we're going to get him on. He did agree.
No excuses.
Shlomo and I commence after Pesach. He's on. Is that a fact,
Okay.
Manny? Manny's here. Manny, after Pesach, are you on?
Manny, no excuses. After Pesach.
Yeah. He's on after Pesach. Rabbi, say one final thought. It is getting closer to Yom Tov. Do we have Shlomie Liff on? If we have Shlomie, I'm looking if we have Shlomie. 1 second.
Yeah, he's on.
He's
Richard.
on?
Rabbi, it's under Richard Liff.
Nachum, could you get Shlomie? Let's hear something nice from him.
Yeah, it's under Richard Liff. I'm gonna unmute it.
So if you can get Shlomie, that would be great.
Alex, come here.
Shlomie, we need you.
Hi, Rabbi.
Oh boy, let's get you singing, Shlomie. Ariel Mammon wants you. What song do you want to sing?
My phone's about to die. Hold on, let's work this out.
No, we want your phone to live and you to live Arichas Yamim V'Shanim.
Amen.
What song should we do, Shlomo?
Rabbi's choice.
Wow. You like Oidcha or there's a different song you want to sing?
I love Oidcha.
Let's do Oidcha. Dovid Edell, is that what you wanted, Oidcha? Excellent. Take it away, Shlomes.
Oidcha Hashem Elokai B'cho Bilvavi Rachav. I forgot the song. Vachavda. Rabbi, I don't know what's going on. I literally forgot the song.
No problem. It's Hashkacha. Hashem maybe wants a different one. Which song should we do? We got the beginning of that one. Which one should we do? You're muted. Let's unmute.
Hashem Elokai B'chai Bilvavi Vachavdai Shem Chali Olam Vachavdai Shemcha Li Olam.
That was gorgeous. Thank you, Shlomie. Thank the Rebbitzin as well. I want to say to the guys, before I share the last word, David, the Chevra knows I'm a very visual guy. Eli Masar, I'm very visual. And the visual of the choppiness on the Zoom and sometimes the singers, even Shlomie for a second, we had to like fight through. To me, it's a great visual of everything going on. Precious, beautiful Yidden fighting through choppiness, fighting through divides in our connection, and establishing a beautiful, loud voice and a connection through difficulty. I love the visual. What do you hold, Dovid Edell? I'm curious. I'm unmuted you. What do you hold about that visual, though?
I like that. I like that visual, really.
I like
There's always
it
a good connection. There's always a good connection.
Yeah. Our connection is stronger. Mayim rabim lo yuchlu l'chabos ha'ava. Great rain can't extinguish the love. Rabbi said years ago in Eretz Yisrael, the first time, maybe the second time, we had the gathering, hundreds of B'nai Torah in Eretz Yisrael. So we gathered together by the Kaisel, and it poured on us all. And I thought of that pasuk, Mayim Rabim, great waters, lo yuchlu l'chabos ha'ava, can't extinguish the love. That's what I feel, our Chevra. I feel Yidden at large. We're an amazing people, and our Kirvus Hashem is great, and great difficulties. Mayim Rabim, great rains and storms, and all different viruses and pandemics. Lo yuchlu l'chabos ha'ava, can't extinguish our love of Hashem and our love of each other, Viggy. So I happen to like, Viggy, that there have been times it gets a little choppy, and then boom, we get clear. Is it right? Is it clear now, Binyamin? Thumbs up if it's clear. Thumbs up. You like the visual, Binyamin? It could get a little choppy along the way. And sometimes we might even forget the words to songs, but it comes out beautiful at the end. Our ava of each other and of Hashem breaks through. If I could share the final thought, Rabbi Sayis, today's laning, we laned about Carbon Pesach Sheni, about the second Carbon Pesach. If somebody missed the first Carbon Pesach, say yes, Pesach Sheni. Tzvi Davidson, I want to talk to you about mitzvahs for a few minutes. Mandy Katz, where Zeicha Effie Gottlieb's on with us. I really should highlight Effie if I can find him. I need to meet him in person. I'm going to highlight Effie. Effie, I'm highlighting you. Voila. Not so good at this. Thank you, Effie. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Thank you. I look forward to meeting in person, Effie. Thank you so much for being here, Eff. I'm unmuting you, Effie. You're unmuted. Say a good night, Rav Effie.
Good night, Rebbe. How are you?
Excellent. So thankful that you're here, and thankful we became friends over Zoom. I want to in person get to spend time with you, Effie.
I hope so too.
It's a deal. Thank you. Thank you, Effie, for being here. So I want to talk about mitzvahs, Rabbi Say, for a few minutes. Nehemiah Klugman, mitzvahs, besides being commandments of Hashem, Viggy, and there's certainly commands, Eli Masar. There are commands from Hashem, but every mitzvah teaches us something about the service of Hashem. How do I know that, Dovid Edell, how do I know that a mitzvah, I'm saying a chiddush, you're not allowed to just say Shlomo Ghoori, whatever you want. How does Kalish have a right, a chutzpah yasiyakov? And how can I claim that a mitzvah, besides being a command, teaches me about the service of Hashem? Who said? So as he saw, listen to my proof, is from Pesach. It says about Pesach, it says, Ushmartem es hamatzos. Guard the matzos. Guard matzos. Be very, very careful they don't become chametz. Says Chazal to us, don't read the pasuk guard matzos. It means guard mitzvahs. Make sure a mitzvah comes your way. Al tachmitzena. Grab, utilize opportunities. If a mitzvah comes your way, chap it. Grab up on mitzvahs. Mitzvah bali yodcha al tachmitzena. If you have an opportunity for a mitzvah, grab it. Manny called me into this room and said, Nachum put together a Shtickle, say a Dvar Torah. If I have a chance to hang with David Levinger for a few minutes, I'm going to chap it. A good opportunity comes your way, al tachmitzena. Don't give it up. An opportunity to hang with Eli Masar, that beautiful growing person. I'm going to chap a rein. Mitzvah baliyot chal tachmitzen. Asked Rav Katz Shlita from Torah Chaim. He came to speak in Waterbury 6 years ago, and he asked, how did Chazal have a right to make such a drasha? It says in the Torah, Shmarta mesamatzos, guard matzos, don't become chametz. Dovid Edell Ashi says, Chazal, guard mitzvahs. If a mitzvah comes your way, chaparain. But it doesn't say guard mitzvahs, it says guard matzos. Chazal didn't read well. What right do they have? It's not talking about mitzvahs. Says Reb Katz Shlita that you see every mitzvah besides the command, it teaches you how to serve Hashem. So you're right, the command of matzah's rizus is guard it, bake it fast, don't let it rise. But it teaches you a general attitude of being a person who functions with rizus, alacrity, who functions with rizus. Because every mitzvah, Dovid Edell, besides a command, teaches me how to serve Hashem. So from matzah, I learned to have more zrizus. He says that's why Hasidim, Rav Katz taught us, they say l'shem yichud on every mitzvah, and they say the taryag mitzvah satluyim ba. I am doing this mitzvah and all 613 that hang on this mitzvah. Meaning, every mitzvah besides a command teaches you how to serve Hashem. And when you do one mitzvah, you do it with all the lessons of all the mitzvahs. So I want to end and say to the Chevra that today's laning, we read about Pesach Sheni, the second Karban Pesach. For those who missed Pesach Rishon, is a lesson you are never out. You're never out. It's a lesson. Pesach Sheni is a profound, profound lesson. Somebody shouldn't feel out of the game. You missed Pesach Rishon. Lama Nigara, and Hashem says you get Pesach Sheni. Besides the command, certainly there's a command. If you missed Pesach Rishon, you didn't bring the Karban Pesach. You had difficult circumstances, there's a Pesach Sheni. And the lesson of the second opportunity, the lesson of another opportunity for a Yid shouldn't be lost on a Yid. It bothers me in Sfiras HaOmer when people say they're out. I'm out. I'm out. It bothers me a lot when people say they're out. Because Avada, they should count. If you miss with a bracha la'alacha, we hold to keep counting. You're not out. You keep counting. Today's the 5th day of the Omer. Keep counting. Avada, we want to make a bracha. We want to remember nightly. But it's not even true. A guy says, I'm out. But too many people in life feel they're out. Now, it's true. Somebody's going to ask me, the Karban Pesach can only be brought a second time if you're not a mazid, you didn't purposely miss. But I'm saying there's an inyan here of one who feels they missed. Avada, Yid is never lahachis. A Yid's b'derech rechaika. He's distant. He was far away. He was tmeim. He had other circumstances that made him miss Pesach Rishon. He was tamei or b'derech rechaika. Do you hear the words, my friend? He was impure or distant. He has a Pesach Sheni. Besides the chiyuv, there's a lesson that when you miss because you were tamei, when you miss because you were derech rechaika, you have a second chance. The knowledge that a Yid is in and wanted by Hashem. At the Seder, we spoke about the Beis HaBechira, the Beis HaMikdash. I've told my kids over and over, it's fascinating that our holiest place on earth, the Makam of the Hashras Hashkin, the Beis HaMikdash, its main purpose was L'chaper L'avoinai Seinu. When we thanked Hashem for the Mikdash at the Seder, we said the Beis HaMikdash is to be mechaper for Averis. Why is that the spitz of the Beis HaMikdash? It's to serve Hashem. But the lesson, we're human beings who make mistakes. And Tzaddik Ba'aretz, Sheyaseh Toiv L'yechta, a Yid is very much in the game. Hashem wants us. Our holiest place, if it can talk, and it sure can talk. I should actually say because it can talk. It beckons and calls the Yid l'chaper l'avanesenu. It says it's sure a person makes mistake, but come here and bring a carbon and be mechaper on your mistake. The Beis Hamikdash says you can break through the choppiness that exists in the world. The distance to Hashem, a Yid can break through. Don't believe anybody who says you're out. Don't believe that inner voice that says you're out. The Beis Hamikdash itself says, come to be mechaper for your avainas. Why does it say that? It's a place of kirvas Hashem. But the Beis Hamikdash's voice screams repeatedly, if you have averis that are being mabdil between you and Hashem, come here, bring a carbon, get close, you can break through. That's the voice of the Beis Hamikdash. Come close to Hashem, break through, bring a carbon, do tshuva, harayche b'shuva, chanun hamarbel l'slayach, Hashem increasingly forgives, break through and get close to Hashem. All of us should be zeicher. There were precious second days of Pesach. The second days, the beautiful second days, when we write their chazer Hashem's love of us, when we speak about Amunah, Nachnu b'shem Hashem Elokeinu nazkir, Heima Karuv and Afalu, those that rely on all the horses of the world, they go down on their horse. Sus v'roich bayam. The horse drowns, and so do all who rely on it. But we who rely on Hashem, Kamnu v'Anesaida, we're around and we're strong. And in difficult situations, we still remain loyalists to Hashem. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you, Nachum, for arranging. Everybody should have a beautiful, beautiful second days of Pesach. Should continue to be mechazik in your bunkers with a positive attitude. B'semcha, b'semcha. It's a difficult time. We've lost many great people, and there's difficulties and challenges. One of our own, Yumi Bruin's mother's in the hospital. She should have refuah shlema b'karayv. Mr. Blatter, Reb Nechemia should come home quickly. We should see refuahs for Klal Yisrael. Celebrate Hashem's love of us. He loves us. He loves us. As Yashir Moshe. We didn't just sing in the past. We're dedicated to always singing. See the beautiful Yad Hashem in your life. See the kindness of Hashem. Thank you, Nechemia Klugman, for singing. Thank you, Dovid, for singing. Thank you, Shlomo, for singing. Thank you, Shlomie Liff, for singing. We'll get Dovid Eli Traub hopefully after Pesach, Be'ez Hashem. Everybody should have a beautiful second days. Thank you, Yossi Greenspan. It means a lot that you're here. Tzvi Davidson. It means such. You, Usher Ackerman. Thank you for being a Yossi Ackerman. Thank you, Maish Lang. Maish, unmute you. So how are you, Maish?
Good, right.
Is there any way, Maish, you could play your song?
Right now?
Yeah, how would we do that? I love that song.
Thank you.
Is there any way you could play it?
Yeah, I have a laptop. I could play it off.
Play it. Could you get it on this?
Yeah. Okay, just 1 second. Here. Should play it off right here. Please.
How do we see him? I can't see him there.
Here, Rebbe, I have it right here.
Let me see. I want to hear it badly.
Do you hear it?
Very much. Perfect.
Do we want the whole song?
I want the whole thing.
Take away the pain from us and just let us breathe.
That's pretty much it.
That was awesome, Moshe.
Thank you.
Awesome. I love that song. It's
Thank
so
you.
appropriate. Chanenu Hashem Hirav Savanu Vuz. We've already had so much embarrassment and difficulty. I love it, Moshe.
Thank you, Rabbi.
Song. Thank you, Moshe. That song, guys should check that out. Chanenu Hashem. It's made by Moshe Lang. It's sung by Moshe. Sruli Stern sings and Mo Yorlovsky. Correct?
Yeah, Moyo sounds great on it.
My kids and I have listened a lot. It's a gorgeous song.
Thank you, Rabbi.
Thank you, Moshe. Thank you.
The guys sound.
Say that again?
I said the guys sound great. Sruli sounds phenomenal on it.
It's an awesome composer. Thank you. Agun Moshe. Rabbi Say, thank you so much. That really, Dovid Edell thinks. Do you have another song you want Dovid Edell to sing? Dovid Edell Traub. Do you have another song you want Dovid Edell to sing? David, you know we have to do after Pesach? We have to do your Bowie B'Shalom. I want your guitar and all. Maskim?
Yeah, I'm down, Rabbi. I'm down.
Have a safe trip. Drive safely, David.
Will do, Rabbi.
Thank you. David Levinger.
Yeah, what's up?
When we get back to Eretz Yisrael, to the Beis Hamikdash, I want you to write a welcome home for all the Jewish people, Doug.
Yeah, for sure, Rabbi. Yeah, for sure.
Thank you. When we get back to Durham, Mikdash Mat, when we get back to Durham, I want that welcome back has to be blasting, David.
Of course, Rabbi. I'm asking with that, yeah.
Thanks a million. Rabbi, I have a wonderful second days. For Eli Metz. How are you, Eli? Eli, speak to him, Eli.
Oh, Shalom, Rabbi.
How are you? This was not planned. Nachum organized this, and then Manny pulled me into this room. I didn't want you to dance, Eli. I want Eli to share. I want Eli to share Dvar Torah with the Chevra. Eli?
Yeah.
I want you to share Dvar Torah after Pesach. I want you to share Dvar Torah with everybody.
Okay. Sure.
You'll do that, Eli?
For sure. Yes, yes.
Thank you. You'll do that right after Eli?
After Yom Tov, yeah. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, after Yom Tov. On the day after, Eli, right after, on Isru Chag.
I'm already thinking.
Thank you. Yossi, thank you for joining. Everybody should have a tremendous, tremendous second days. Thank you, Maish Lang. Beautiful. Thank you, Epi Goldberg. Epi Gottlieb. Thank you, Yossi Greenspan. Thank you, Tzvieli. A guten Mayed.
Good night.